Why? Is nowhere safe in this awful desert? Did you just kill it? He's the vegetarian, right? Oh great, people are about to die. People are about to die. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben, and today I'll be reacting to Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 2, Episode 11. Now the last episode went very crazily. We had a giant spirit owl in a giant spirit library. We found out firebenders are powerless on an eclipse, which seems like an incredible piece of information. So they have that, which should be a very big impact on the war then. So I guess there hasn't. It makes me wonder, like, has there been an eclipse in the past 100 years? Feels like something that could have been found out easier, but the only way it can only be like mysterious now is if it hasn't happened in 100 years. So it makes me wonder how that will look when it eventually happens. Then the biggest takeaway from the last episode is that sandbenders, who just exist, have kidnapped Appa. They've taken Appa, and I really need that to be solved quickly, because first off we have Toph, who had to make the choice between saving Appa and saving everyone else, and she made the right decision. She saved everyone else, but now I feel like the group is going to turn on her, which I really don't want. I like that there is friction within the group because it is really developing their relationship so nicely, considering she is just a brand new character brought into the group. She already feels like a main character, but I like the friction that it has. Like, it makes sense because she is new. But I do not want them to fully turn against her over Appa thing. I don't want that to happen. Yeah, I think that just the way the episode ended was awesome. You had Aang like tearing up and nearly crying. So I'm very excited to start this one. I need Appa found quickly. I need the sandbenders punished for whatever that is they're trying to do. I'd assume they want to eat Appa. That's what happened last time in the swamp. The swamp people wanted to eat Appa. This one makes sense here. They're living in a desert. Appa is a giant animal. So I'd assume that could feed people for a year, maybe longer. But I need that to be solved quickly. But yeah, as always, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe, as it really does help the channel to grow. If you do enjoy my content and you want to help support the channel, I do a Patreon, the link will be in the description. Over there I'm uploading these videos and the full reaction a week in advance, so if that's something you're interested in, feel free to check it out. With that said, let's just dive on in.
How could you let them take Appa?
No.
The library was sinking. Could have come to get us. I could have saved.
She couldn't.
I can hardly feel any vibrations out here. The sandbender snuck up on me and there wasn't time for... You just didn't care.
Aang.
Aang, stop it. You know Toph did all she could. She saved our lives.
Oh, wow. Okay, so Katara's already defending Toph. Great, so that whole friction's gone then.
You don't care whether Appa is okay or not.
I mean, I get his anger.
But we can't afford to be fighting now.
I'm going after Appa.
Yeah,
Aang, wait!
he's gone. He just ditched them in the desert.
We're the only people who know about the solar eclipse. We have to get that information to Ba Sing Se.
Yeah, okay, so that's the new goal. You need to get to where was that? Was that like the capital of the Earth Nation? Because we've seen Omashu, and that was the other city that they keep mentioning.
Maybe we should make camp.
Oh, how he's still injured from Azula.
Don't stop just for me. Oh.
What's happening?
What now?
Oh, Fire Nation, whoa. Is that?
Oh, monkey. What a pleasant surprise.
They don't look friendly, you're surrounded.
More surprised we're here than the Dragon of the West has lost a few steps.
They're here to attack you. Oh, great.
Each one is a different kind of weapon specialist.
Okay, yeah, we can see that. Bow and arrow, something else. Are these the ones that attacked Kyoshi Island? I remember the guy with the helmet.
Would you like some tea first? I'd love some.
He seems surprisingly calm.
I make you as a Jasmine man. Am I right?
He's gonna destroy them all, isn't he? He's injured and he's gonna destroy them all. Yeah, okay. He's injured! Is he actually injured? I love Iroh so much. Okay, that's 2 down. You slice an arrow with your hand. I love Iroh so much. He barely firebends, and it's so cool to see. He just does everything without it. Okay, did they escape? Oh no, they're being followed. So was Iroh even in? Like, is he still hurt? I can't tell. Was he faking it? Oh, grenade. And they're fine. Great.
It's nice to see old friends.
Too bad you don't have any old friends that don't want to attack you.
Who?
Friends that don't want to attack me.
You giving him an idea? Does he have old friends? Wait, what friends could that be? It can't be the Fire Nation. Aang really did just abandon you guys here, didn't he?
Can't you watch where you're...
No.
I love how they keep forgetting. It's so cool that they like focus on hers as her personality. They don't see her blindness as her defining thing.
Okay, but we've got to try to conserve it.
Aw.
We're drinking your bending water? You used this on the swamp guy!
It does taste swampy.
How is it would like really retain the taste that long?
I'm sorry, it's all we have.
Did you not drink any yourself?
Look!
Oh, cactus.
Sokka, wait! You shouldn't be eating strange plants.
Okay, so he's just eating a random plant's juice or water.
Suit yourself. It's very thirst quenching though.
Oh no, is he what? Is he high?
Drink cactus juice. It'll quench you. Nothing's quench.
What?
It's the quenchiest!
How is that affecting him so quickly?
You've had enough.
Who lit Toph on fire?
What? So okay, great. He's gonna be useless for the rest of this.
Can I get some of that?
I don't think that's a good idea.
No. Oh, he's gonna be so useless for the rest of this. Oh, is he not responding to the whistle?
Appa!
This is a side of Aang we haven't really seen, have we? He's like, it's angry. Well, I mean, we saw it maybe in like the 3rd episode where he saw Monkey Gyatso.
No!
Oh. Giant explosion? Mushroom cloud? Oh, and even they felt it.
What is that?
What? What is what?
Mushroom. Maybe it's friendly!
Oh.
Let's just keep moving.
Look at Momo's eyes too.
Mushroom! Mushy Joe.
Oh dear me. You're just a complete mess.
Barefoot blind girl and her friends passed through here a few days ago.
Did they give you any indication?
Oh, great, you two are here. So we're going to get continuation on Toph's parents hunting her down, I guess.
They went in the desert. Too bad there's almost no chance they survived.
Oh, that's lovely.
Because she's wanted dead or alive.
Is she?
I'm certain her father wants her alive.
Fire Nation wanted posters.
Oh, that's a lot.
So, look who's here.
That is very coincidental. Still just... I love this, the work of Shadow. That looks amazing. Oh, what? Oh, Aang's back. Yeah, he didn't abandon you guys. Good thing he found you lot, but couldn't find Appa.
We need to focus on getting out of here.
What's the difference? We won't survive without Appa.
Oh, pessimistic Aang.
As far as I can feel, we're trapped in a giant bowl of sand pudding.
Oh,
Any ideas how to find Bossing Say?
he's gonna be...
don't we ask the circle bird?
What? He's gonna... Oh, what vultures? Great, so they're waiting for you to die. And Sokka is basically... I don't even know what he is at the minute. Oh, everyone's dying. What can you do? Aren't deserts more dangerous at night when it freezes?
We're getting out of this desert and we're gonna do it together. Aang, get up. Everybody, hold hands.
Come on, Katara. She's really being the glue between everyone. Toph's all depressed because she failed to protect Appa. Aang is angry and pessimistic. Sokka's just completely doolally right now. Okay, so we're not going with the freezing desert. Cool, nice. You have enough problems to deal with. And they all collapse.
Is there any more water?
This is the last of it. Everyone can have a little drink.
It's also really weird seeing Toph like this almost...
Oh no!
Oh!
Killed us all!
He hasn't.
All right.
Oh?
Bending.
Not a bit of sand in that water? Great. But yeah, just looking at Toph, it is weird that she seems so vulnerable right now. She's normally very stubborn and confident. Here, she seems like quite helpless.
Sokka,
What
I
are
was
you-
there.
And he made Momo cry.
We can find out which way Bossing Say is. We can use the stars to guide us.
Cool.
That way we can travel at night when it's cool and rest during the day.
Okay, this is awesome seeing Katara do this sort of thing. This is normally Sokka, like navigating.
No one here is gonna help us. These people just look like filthy wanderers.
So do we. I think I found our friend.
Oh, who's that?
I don't think this is a gamble.
Why is he being so mysterious? What does he know?
If they find out we're collecting a bounty, we might have to fight them all just to keep our pride.
No, that's a good point. So you're the smarts, he's the muscle. That's that duo.
The guest has the first move.
You just sit there, wait for someone to play show with you?
I see you favor the White Lotus gambit. Not many still cling to the ancient ways.
Ancient ways, what is this?
You can always find a friend.
Then let us play.
Okay, so they're just... I feel so weird. This is weird. Why? They talk weirdly. Is it actually just them playing a game? Oh, what? Okay.
The White Lotus opens wide to those who know her secrets.
What is this?
You old gas bags talking about.
I always try to tell you that Pie Show is more than just a game.
What kind? Okay, what kind of connections do you have?
Waiting all night for these geezers to finish yapping.
Oh, it's great. Well, at least everyone's gonna fight everyone else.
2 fugitives are coming with me.
I knew it!
Oh.
Wanted criminals with a giant bounty on your heads.
I thought you said you were.
Oh, great. So now everyone's turned against them.
You think you're going to capture them and collect all that gold?
Oh. Okay, so he's your friend. What is this? Why can't you? What was the whole game thing for? He's still an earthbender. But can he bend sand? Apparently so. Oh, yeah, they're too strong. Can you get away in the chaos? Yes, excellent, great. Mama's just burying him. Is he still high?
Yesterday, my mouth tasted like mud. Now it just tastes like sand.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd miss the taste of mud. I couldn't sleep.
Oh.
Well, we need to get moving if we want to get out of this sand pit.
You need to find Appa. We haven't seen Appa this. Oh!
Appa!
Whistle! Use whistle now!
Pirate Princess, you ain't need him. She's the moon. She flies by herself.
Okay, so no, he still hasn't worn off. Oh, that's cool.
Fly up and bend the water from that cloud into my pouch.
Amazing! Stop being angry. Stop being angry with them! I mean, I get it, he's hurting, but he's not helping himself. I love this, they're just collecting a cloud. Yeah, you're not gonna die of thirst.
Wow, there's hardly any in here.
Great, never mind.
It's a desert cloud. I did all I could. What's anyone else doing? What are you doing?
Why are you having a go at everyone?
To keep everyone together. Let's just get moving. We need to head this direction.
This is definitely something I wasn't expecting from this episode. I was more expecting everyone to just turn on top. It's Aang who's just...
So sick of not feeling where I'm going.
Aww.
Idiot buried a boat in the middle of the desert.
What?
Believe me, I kicked it hard enough to feel...
Love your power. You gonna be helpful? Okay, cool. Fell on boat.
One of the gliders the sandbenders use. And look,
You don't have to walk anymore.
I bet it can point us out of here.
Okay, but where's the compass point to?
You can bend a breeze so we can sail it. We're gonna make it.
Really? What? Oh, can someone... You can't do anything, can you? He's just gonna let it pass. There's no like cure you can get. He's just gonna be this stupid for the whole thing.
It is an honor to welcome such a high-ranking member of the Order of the White Lotus.
Order of the White Lotus? What is...
You must know so many secrets.
Grand Master...
Are you gonna do some flower arranging, or is someone in this club gonna offer some real help?
Did you not hear anything? There's Order of the White Lotus.
He is not an initiate and has little appreciation for the cryptic arts.
Are you part of some like secret society?
Who knocks at the garden gate?
One who has eaten the fruit and tasted its mysteries.
How is Ivo getting more mysterious? Oh, no, not welcome.
I'm afraid it's members only. Wait out here.
Okay. His animations, the way the animation Zuko is almost, it feels goofier this episode. It's not like as stiff.
On this compass doesn't seem to be pointing north according to my chart.
Great, it's all just pointing towards.
I'm sure the sand folks who built this baby know how to get around here.
What is happening with you? Snap out of it, please.
That giant rock. It must be the magnetic center of the desert.
Is this something Toph can bend?
Yes! Let's go!
Yeah!
Maybe we can find some sandbenders.
Oh, yep, still angry. Is he gonna be vengeful? Is that what it's building towards? He's not just pessimistic, is he?
Finally! Solid ground.
He's making a walk angel! What is it?
I think my head is starting to clear out the cactus juice.
Oh, finally.
And look!
Ah, yeah! Why would you eat that?
Oh, I feel woozy.
Again?
Been hallucinating on cactus juice all day, and then you just lick something? You
Have a natural curiosity.
You're an idiot! Why?
This was carved by something.
Great, like some kind of animal.
There's something buzzing in here.
It's
something
bees,
that's
isn't it?
coming for us.
Why? There's nowhere safe in this awful desert. What is it, bees? Oh, wait, is it the vulture things? Are they bees? It's vulture bees, great. A vulture hornet's more, like, accurate. So I didn't like the whatever they made.
What are you doing? That rock almost crushed me.
Sorry, I can't tell where they are in the air.
Oh, no.
Sokka, there's nothing there.
What?
My head's not as clear as I thought.
Please, someone. Oh, great.
I'm completely out of water defense.
No, Momo!
I'm not losing anyone else out here.
Okay. Okay, go save Momo. Awesome!
You got it. She got it, right?
Oh, come on. Where's it taking Momo? Where's it going? Can you follow it? Maybe it's going somewhere. Because like this isn't. There's a life form. It has to drink something, right? Okay, Momo's safe. Come on. What? Why aren't you turning around? Why aren't you going back? Did you just kill it? This feels quite dark. I mean, yeah, it was like a bug, but this Aang. He's the vegetarian, right? Okay, I like this, that they're guiding Toph's powers. What the? What was that? Oh no. Good thing Aang isn't here right now, or else you lot would be dead. He's already killed a giant wasp. Never mind, people are gonna die.
What's going on?
Everything is taken care of. We're heading to Ba Sing Se.
Okay, everyone's heading to the same place.
The city is filled with refugees. No one will notice two more.
We can hide in plain sight.
Okay, cool.
It's the safest place in the world from the Fire Nation.
Fully on the
Even
ground.
I couldn't
Great.
break through to the city.
Okay, yeah, so is that a city?
It's for our guests, but there are two men out on the street looking for them.
Ugh, what can you do?
You seen these guys?
How can you escape?
From the looks of it, you stole it from the Hami tribe.
Why? Straight assuming.
We're traveling with the Avatar. Our bison was stolen, and we have to get to Ba Sing Se.
Do you know?
You dare accuse our people of theft while you ride in on a stolen...
They didn't accuse you of anything.
No one accused our people of anything. If what they say is true, we must give them hospitality.
Okay.
I recognize the son's voice.
Son did it.
He's the one that stole Appa.
Oh great, people are about to die. People are about to die.
Stole Appa! Where is he? What did you do to him?
They're lying. They're the thieves.
Yeah, oh great. Oh, this is awesome. I mean, no, this ain't...
bison?
This ain't awesome. This ain't like the Avatar's power, like it shouldn't be used. Oh dear.
We know all about your secret back room. Kick it down.
Wait, what's it?
Room is for flowers only.
Yeah, White Lotuses, wasn't it? A White Lotus?
Unlucky soul has an incomplete pie show set.
What is it?
Let's go back to finding the girl.
Okay, so that's where Iroh met, and it's just an empty circle room. Ah. They've animated Zuko to be so much goofier this episode. That's weird.
Had to put a muzzle on him. You muzzled Appa?
People are gonna die, aren't they? Oh! You're dead! You're so dead! I'm so glad that he doesn't like know all the elements right now.
I didn't know it belonged to the Avatar.
Tell me where Appa is!
Oh!
To some merchants, probably in Ba Sing Se by now.
Okay, so he didn't
They
eat
were
him.
gonna sell him there.
So he's alive.
We'll escort you out of the desert. We'll help however we can.
Just use that. You need to get out of the desert. Come on. It's not gonna work.
Get out of here.
It's getting stormy. This is awesome. This is, I mean, yeah, I love this, but it's still terrifying. You're not running? Why aren't you running? This is incredible. He's actually making a giant storm. And he's flying. This is right there. This is the same thing that used to happen with... Jukes! Okay, you grabbed him. You're okay. Just working? This is incredible. You're actually hugging him and... Oh... Is this working? That is incredible! You showed no fear in that whatsoever! Don't end. Oh, come on. You can't, why end it so? That was incredible. Okay, that ending scene, wow. That's such a stark difference to when that happened the last time, where he went full anger mode Avatar state when he found out Monk Gyatso had died. Like, you had Katara and Sokka hanging onto rocks for their dear lives, and they had to talk him out of it. This Katara showed no fear whatsoever, and she hugged him. She managed to grab him before he went up into the air, no fear whatsoever, and like held him and cried with him. That is like, it was stunning. Like, you could feel the power from it, but just seeing Katara not like flinch whatsoever. I mean, I almost want to say maybe it's because she's unbelievably tired and she just doesn't want to deal with Aang going like this right now, and she didn't want to fail and she just wanted him to calm down. But the emotion that like showed off, that might be one of my favorite scenes so far. Yeah, this episode did so much I wasn't expecting. So they still had, it was really only Aang that was sort of angry with Toph. So that, I thought everyone was going to be angry with her. So cool that it's only Aang. But I really like that Katara actually stuck up for Toph. And she was on her side. Because they were the ones with the big friction issues to begin with. There are only 2 girls on the team. And of course, Toph wasn't the same kind of girl Katara was. So they clashed. But Katara defended her and was helpful, and seeing Toph in like this vulnerable way, it felt so weird and cool. Then of course you have Sokka, who was kind of useless this entire episode. He was definitely much more comic relief, and I think that helped with Katara. I was hoping that she'd get like a more focused episode. This did it. She did like tracking. She was looking at the star charts, which makes sense. She comes from a society, or from a culture that like uses boats and ships, so it makes sense that she would know about all of this star-looking thing. And I think from what they've built up from now, it would have made more sense to have Sokka do that, but they made him do completely nuts and high, so he couldn't be reliable. So they let Katara have that sort of spotlight, which I'm so happy with, because she almost has been pushed to the sidelines for a while now with the introduction of Toph, and yeah, I'm very happy with that. So yeah, with Sokka's like just his being out of commission really helped elevate Katara in a way that I wasn't expecting. I was almost expecting her to become more powerful with her bending, but seeing her do other things is awesome. And then, of course, you have the stuff going on with Iroh and Zuko, and I think there's so much between both of those right now. You have Iroh, who I'm guessing, he seemed like he wasn't injured during the last half of this, or during the most of this episode. He only seemed injured during the start. So am I to assume he's better now? Is he healed? Because he fought incredibly well for an injured guy, so I have to assume that maybe he was lying at the start and he knew that he was being followed, so you had to play on the fact that he was injured to try and make the other soldiers think, or let their guard down, make them think it was going to be easy. Then Iroh surprised them, hey, I'm fine, and you're all going to die. But yeah, then Zuko, Iroh also, so he had that whole thing. Then there's this secret society that he's apparently a part of, where there's members of the White Lotus, and he's like, what was it? It was some great something. He was like a high-ranking individual of it. So he has friends. We didn't get to see any of it, and he's just going to Ba Sing Se now. So that has made me very curious about whatever Iroh's got going on. And then Zuko, who didn't have a lot to do in this episode, but the way they animated him seemed very different. He was goofier, the way they did his mouth, he was sulking, or his lip that in one shot. And so that's got me thinking and stuff. Because normally he comes off as very stiff and his features are quite sharp because he's meant to be the antagonist and he's rigid. Now he just seemed goofy and loose and quite silly. It's almost like how they animated the heroes of this. I don't know what that could mean though, because you never see that sort of stuff with any of the other antagonists. You see that kind of with Iroh, never see it with Azula or Mei or Ty Lee, and it's just weird to see that sort of style be used on Zuko. Because we didn't see that sort of thing used with the whole training with the lightning thing, because I think that was the last time we saw them. Because then it was the library and he wasn't in the library episode. So why change the way they style his animation? Is it from the lightning thing? When the universe didn't attack him back, is that change in animation meant to signify a change in him? Okay, that episode might be one of my favourites so far, just from how much we explored Aang as a character. He was just so different here. Him being vengeful and angry is something we only got to see slightly in episode 3, when he saw Gyatso's body. And now it got fully unleashed, and we got to see it for an entire episode. For so long now, Aang has been this immature kid who's got the fate of the world on their shoulders, and he almost has been a perfect-ish hero. We had the Monk Gyatso thing where he's got this immense power, yet he's been using it for all the right reasons, so it's all been going quite well. Here, we got to see that it's a 12-year-old kid given unbelievable amounts of power, and his best friend has been taken from him. This is such a normal reaction, and it's so beautifully done. They even went as far as to have a vegetarian kill something. Even if it was an animal that's this weird bug hornet thing, it's still quite impactful, because it shows where Aang's mental state is. He's almost abandoning his teachings. Was the reason he was vegetarian because of his monk culture? Because that, if it is, then him killing that animal, it's done a very impactful. It's done a very big thing. He's gone against what he's been raised to believe in. He's gone against all of that because of the emotion he's feeling for his lost friend. Yeah, looking at all the rest of the characters, so you have Toph, who I am very happy with how the episode dealt with everything going on there. You had the big fight at the start, which was dealt with very well. Katara came to her defense, loved that, so that means their friction is almost gone, and it's just Katara defending her after all the stuff that they were getting up to and all the like conflict they had at the beginning. So now it's nice that they're actually defending each other, or at least Katara's defending her. So hopefully Toph will repay the favour and that they'll get on better, I guess. But like just seeing Toph throughout this episode, it's such a difference to what she's normally like. It shows that her not being able to save Appa has had such a big effect on her. Normally she's very like brash, I guess, stubborn, almost. She's like a cactus. She's prickly. She has a stroke of meanness in there, and she comes off as very confident and I want to say belligerent, but I'm not sure if that's the right word. But I think, her personality here was a complete contrast to what she's normally like. She was like, she felt smaller. She felt like a 12-year-old who had like done something wrong. She felt like she was overwhelmed with guilt. And plus she can't actually see anything, which is almost another. It's like she's back into a vulnerable state, and she felt helpless, and she felt like she was caving in on herself. And I think it's just a great way of exploring. She wasn't even the focus of this episode, and it was a great way of exploring her as a character. We've always seen like Toph at like her, I guess, peak, or just at her standard level. Here we got to unpack a lot of it just from seeing how she's acting and the few lines she was given. She felt just so different than normal, and I think it's such a cool way to put it. She's in this incredibly powerful character, and now I want to sort of get deeper layers into her and just see how her failing to save someone, her failing and not being able to do something, has just really destroyed her in a way. She feels so down and depressed. And then of course you have Sokka, who was just a complete mess this entire episode. So he got high off of cactus juice and then hallucinated from hornet vulture wax juice things, and it's just so stupid and like funny. Like I like that Sokka is this sort of comedic relief, and they balance it well with him being useful and an incredible character in his own way. Here I think they definitely made him sort of useless to help elevate Katara in the sense that she was doing the tracking stuff. But I also think he serves as a good life lesson for any kids who watch the show, not to shove any strange things you find on the ground into your mouth. So, but then again, it also shows, I guess, what it's like to be high. So I'm not sure if this would have helped to discourage kids from doing that sort of thing. Also, I love that Momo was almost his like partner in this sort of weird hallucinogenic mental trap thing. Their little combo, like it's just so funny how stupid it all was. They're such a good comedic relief. So we've had that now, so I'm hoping that maybe we get more serious tones with Sokka next episode, maybe, because this one, it felt like it dealt with a comedy for maybe a while, or like we had like a giant comedic thing for Sokka here, so hopefully that won't happen again for a bit, and then we can get more focus on more serious Sokka stuff. But yeah, so Sokka being put out of commission like this really helped elevate Katara, because it was that star chart thing where we got to see her tracking abilities, because that's something we haven't seen ever before. It makes so much sense, considering they come from a fishing sort of like water related culture, that all of them would know how to navigate by the stars. It definitely feels like something Sokka would know, because he is the tracker, he is this sort of hunter, leader, warrior type character. So shoving him out of commission with the whole high thing, and then letting Katara do that sort of thing, really just helped her, because I was expecting her to maybe get more bending stuff done, maybe she'd do some weird, I don't know, I was expecting her to get elevated in combat style, but the way they've elevated her here is that she's put her on the same level. They leveled her up in the side of she isn't just a bender, she's also a tracker and navigator. She is like Sokka, in which we haven't actually gotten to see before. But yeah, she did so much in this episode. She was the glue that was holding the group together. She didn't go nuts, she didn't feel vulnerable, and she was actually trying to keep everyone at peace and together. She feels like the mother figure of the group, and I love that they sort of how they've written her character, because it's a good balance. This episode definitely heavily related on her being the more adult figure of the group. Other episodes she's been more childish and immature, especially when dealing with Toph. So here it just showed how fast she can switch between them. In a life or death situation, she is very much dependable, and she is strong, and she's the glue. She can keep people together. And when it's less life or death situations, she can be a kid again. And I like how they're balanced between that. Still not over that final scene of Katara, like just holding Aang, like approaching him in the ball of air, and being able to calm him down and bring him out of the avatar state. That is something, like, have we seen that before? Wait, there was another thing in season 2, I'm gonna forget things, but like he's been in the avatar state a few times now, And like the first time with Monkey Gyatso, I think it was Katara that brought him out of it, like saying that they are his family now. That's what brought him out of it. And then here, there was no words, it was just visual, and I love just seeing all of that. Just her holding him and like them both crying. It's something that Aang needed to do to get the emotion out, and I just love that Katara had no fear, and she knew Aang wasn't going to hurt her. I just think that whole scene was so sweet and tender and just beautiful. So from that episode, we also know that Appa is alive and he hasn't been eaten, which was my biggest concern. And did they say that he was being sent to Ba Sing Se as well? They were sold to a merchant in Ba Sing Se. So it seems like everyone's going there now. Iroh and Zuko are going there. Appa's going there, and the gang need to go there anyway because that's where they need to give the information about the eclipse stuff. So seems quite good that they're all going in the same direction, but they still haven't found Appa. He wasn't in this entire episode. I'm not the biggest fan of that. Appa was like a huge staple for the show. He's this weird giant flying beaver animal thing. I've gotten accustomed to just seeing him, and it's weird that he wasn't here. So I guess, are they extending the duration of him not being there? So I wanted that to be solved quickly. So I'm guessing that that's not going to happen, and it is going to be some time. But I do like that we're getting to see Aang without Appa and seeing how he copes with that. So they definitely haven't wasted this opportunity of separating them. They are going full in depth into all the emotional aspects of the separation. So it isn't going to be like the Swamp episode where they were gone for where they're separated for just an episode and they dealt with other things and it didn't feel as serious or concerning. But now they are fully going into the more darker emotions of this, which I'm very happy with. Now then, of course, you have Zuko and Iroh's side of the story, where they are, apparently Iroh's part of a secret society with the White Lotus pie show thing. Definitely need more information on that, because that seems very weird and cool. Because he said that it was friends outside of, what was it? He needed friends or something, and so I doubt they're part of the Fire Nation, so there's so much weirdness going on there. I need answers, and I'm hoping that comes soon, because that just came out of nowhere, that he's got these contacts and this weird society. It's definitely added so much more to how cool Iroh is in general. So he already has the incredible fighting style where he doesn't even need to firebend to destroy his opponents. And now he has this weird connection group thing that centers around a pie show game. It's so weird and freaky. Like the fact that Zuko doesn't even know about it and it was kept a secret from him, it makes Iroh, I guess, it means he has something aside from Zuko. For this whole time, Iroh is almost defined by his relationship with Zuko. He's always by his side, and he's there because he lost his son. That was the thing that sort of made Iroh's character. Now knowing he's got this weird little thing that Zuko isn't a part of, it feels weird and off. And it makes Iroh feel like his own individual aside from just Zuko's uncle. It opens up so much more mystery around him. And then of course you have Zuko, who I'm still not over the whole animation change, where he feels so much goofier here. I'm sure he wasn't like that in the last episode we saw him, where he wasn't in the library episode, and I think the last episode we saw him was the lightning training episode. That felt deep, it felt dark, with him shouting at the sky to be struck by lightning. That one felt it didn't seem like a difference. Yeah, it didn't seem like a difference to when he regularly appears, where he feels sharp and edgy and rigid. Here he felt so much more looser and the animation was just so different. He felt goofier and it felt weird. I'm trying to figure out why that has changed. Like, why change that? Why is he suddenly so much looser, and why has the animation style changed around him? I don't know. I'm hoping for answers soon, because that is just something very different and weird. I'm not going to be able to stop thinking about that. Then I think lastly, I absolutely love the tone of this episode. I think this is a much darker episode than something we've ever seen before. I think, of course, we've had dark episodes before with Ko that felt weird and dark, but that one was felt creepier and horror related. This felt much more emotional, realistic. It felt emotionally real, and it almost had that depressing edge to it that it almost feels hopeless. And it feels like a strange thing to target towards kids, because you want them to feel hopeful and happy. It felt so deep and hopeless, and I kind of just love that they've gone there with this show. It makes the characters feel so much more human, that they're not just these happy-go-lucky kids. They have these real feelings and emotions that ground them. And because this is a horrible thing that's happened. Appa's been taken from Aang. Appa is literally one of the only connections Aang has to his time, where I guess the only others would be Boomy, I guess. And just to lose him like this and have no control or idea where Appa is, It's heartbreaking, and they've dealt with it in such a beautiful way. I'm so looking forward to whatever like comes next now, because just from Toph's episode, each episode has been absolutely phenomenal, and all the tone feels so different. It feels like they're experimenting with so much and going so in depth into everything. Like now we have this whole thing where Appa's been separated, and I feel like there's such a big opportunity to explore so much in this like void with where Appa is. And how to deal with Aang without him. And just from this episode alone, I know they're not going to waste this opportunity. They're going to go so in depth and going to do so much with just Appa's absence. I feel like there's going to be a lot of challenges with them just traveling now, because it's not like they can fly anywhere now. So there's so much to do, and I feel like they're not going to waste a single second of it. But yeah, with that said, that does bring us to the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one for Season 2, Episode 12. See ya!